When we talk about boundaries, it's helpful to distinguish between boundaries that we have with ourselves and boundaries we have with others. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the kind of boundaries you have with yourself. These boundaries are called internal boundaries. I'm going to explain why internal boundaries are essential for your own quality of life and how they influence your relationship with others. What are boundaries? Boundaries are all about taking responsibility. Having good boundaries means you take responsibility for your own thoughts, feelings, and actions, and you don't take responsibility for the thoughts, feelings, and actions of others. What are internal boundaries? Good boundaries start with yourself, where you take care of yourself and take care of how you feel and what you do. This goes a bit further than self-care. If you think of boundaries as defining standards, things start to get a little clearer. If you have good boundaries of self-care and you're able to uphold those standards, others will treat you better because the way we treat ourselves sets the tone for how others will treat us. Good internal boundaries build trust. When you are in tune with your and responsive to your own needs, you'll build self-trust, and the self-trust is the foundation for trusting others, because how can we trust others when our biggest relationship, the one we have with ourselves, is untrustworthy? How can you know if you have good internal boundaries? A helpful tool for knowing whether or not your internal boundaries are in healthy shape is by asking yourself 2 questions. Number 1, is this way that I'm treating myself how I would treat a good friend or child I really love? And number 2, am I proud of the way I'm behaving? Would I recommend this behavior to anyone else? If the answer is no to any of those questions, you might want to work a bit on raising your standards for yourself. Practicing good internal boundaries is not the easiest skill, and there may be some barriers to overcome. But a good first step is asking yourself the right questions. With clarity comes power, and eventually with practice, this clarity and power leads to genuine mastery. So try asking yourself those questions and listen carefully to yourself and what comes up for you. This will be the valuable information for you in your answers. I love sharing my tools and tips and guidance with you and supporting you on your journey to thriving relationships. Please subscribe, follow, and share, and we can travel this path together.